Hi everyone. Today in this session we are going to discuss that how you need to read the bills. If any business is there, then there are a lot of bills, the invoices from the suppliers from whom we are purchasing, and we are issuing our bills to our customers as well. So the sale purchase is a normal transaction of the business. Then today we are going to discuss that how to read these bills, how to decide under which accounting head this bill needs to be entered, and how to read the GST provisions of those bills. If we see this bill, let us assume that we are a footwear seller, we are a trader of footwear, and we have purchased footwears from this person, from this business. This is dash dash footwear. From him, what we have purchased, that is written in the description of goods. Ladies footwear is there. We are the footwear seller and we are purchasing footwears. So as we know that this thing, the item which in which we are directly dealing, if we are purchasing those items, that will be entered under the purchases head. So this bill is a purchase bill. That is for sure clear from this description of goods that what we have purchased footwears, and we are also the footwear dealers. So this is a purchase bill for us. Now moving towards the GST compliances. This person dash dash footwear, his GST number starts from 07, written on the top left corner. 07 is the starting numbers of the GST number of this person. 07, that means it's a GST code of Delhi. That means the supplier of these goods is from Delhi, is registered under the GST Act of Delhi. Now if we move towards the party details. Dash dash traders, our name, our address, our GST number starting from 03. 03 is the starting of our GST number. That means, and 03 is the Punjab's code. So that means we are registered under Punjab, and the person from whom we are taking goods is registered under Delhi's GST Act. So we both are from different areas, different states, different GST number is there. One is from Delhi and the other one is from Punjab. So it's an interstate sale, interstate transaction, we can say. We are purchasing these goods. We are footwear sellers. We are purchasing footwears. That means it's a purchase thing for us. That is a direct thing for us. If we are into the business of footwear itself and we are purchasing footwears, that we will enter into the purchases head. That is for sure. Now, if we talk about the GST, that is an interstate transaction. Why interstate? Because from the supplier from whom we are purchasing the goods, that supplier is from Delhi. The code is 07, and we are from Punjab, so our code is 03. So that is an interstate transaction. This is a triggering point that the GST on this bill is going to be the IGST. The whole rate will be IGST only, because it's an interstate transaction. Both the state governments will not get anything. Everything will belongs to the central government only, and the central government in case of interstate transaction will be denoted by IGST, that is integrated goods and service tax. So 100% tax will be in the IGST column only. Then the invoice number is there. He has dash 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 footwear has issued invoice to us, and his invoice series dash 1920 1990, his invoice number, invoice date is there. Place of supply is Punjab. Now what is place of supply? Place of supply, that is very much clear from the words itself. The place where the goods are being supplied. The person from Delhi is selling the goods to me in Punjab. So the place of supply, the goods supply place of goods, that where the goods are being supplied are in Punjab. So the place of supply will be Punjab. Let's say I am selling the goods to Kolkata. So place of supply will be Kolkata. If I am supplying goods to Maharashtra, then the place of supply will be Maharashtra. If Maharashtra's person is supplying goods to me in Punjab, so the place of supply will be Punjab. So the place of supply is very much clear from the name itself, that place of supply where the goods are being supplied, where the goods are going, where we are selling the goods. That will be the place of supply. Then the HSN code is mentioned here. As we know that HSN code is mandatory to be written on the bills. Till today, the HSN code will be 2 digits in case you are having turnover from 1.5 CR to 5 CR. If more than 5 CR is your turnover, then you need to write 4 digits HSN code. That means dash 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 footwear has written 4 digits HSN code 6404. That means his turnover is beyond 5 CR, which is the basic understanding we can say, but that is not compulsory, because the minimum limit is this, to write 4 digits HSN on the bills if your turnover is more than 5 CR. But in case your turnover is less than 5 CR also and you want to write the complete GST number, you can write that. That is not an issue. But after 1st April 2021, what is going to happen? 4 digits HSN is mandatory for every person whose turnover is below 5 CR, and above 5 CR you need to write 6 digits HSN code, as we have discussed this already. So if we see the total amount, the amount was quantity multiplied by rate, the normal bill. Everything is mentioned on the bill, the size of the pieces, the quantity is there, the units is there, the rate is there, the amount is also there. So everything that is written on the bill, that is a complete information of the goods which are being supplied. Now the amount, the discount is also there, 4.76%, 2371.62 is the discount amount given by that supplier to us. Then IGST at the rate of 5%. Why IGST? Because we both belong to different states. So this bill needs to be entered under the IGST column. This is our input tax, and input tax is 5% IGST. Let us say we both belongs to the same state. If the supplier is from Delhi, let's say I am also in Delhi. My GST number is also from the Delhi, 07 code is there. In that situation, the CGST and SGST will be there. Half CGST, half SGST. That means 2.5% CGST will be there and 2.5% SGST will be there. In case of intra-state transaction, that means both the person, the supplier, as well as the consumer, both are from same state. Then CGST and SGST half. And if both are from different state, like in this case, then complete 5% rate is under the IGST column. So if we see on the bill, the left side, supply 5% 47452. This is the format of the invoices. You need to write the complete taxable value. What is the taxable value over here? The taxable value is 47452.38, on which the GST is applied. GST rate is applied. The value of goods less discount. The total amount, that will be the taxable value. That means on this value, the tax is going to be applied. And then the tax IGST at the rate of 5%, and the total invoice value is 49825 rupees. That is the invoice value. So this is quite clear from the invoice that this is the interstate transaction that we indicate, that is indicated from the GST number of both the parties. So that is a clear indication that IGST is going to be affected on this. HSN number is there. From the items, it is very much clear that under which head it should be categorized in accounting. It should be under purchases account because this is the purchase of those goods in which we are directly dealing. So this was the first bill.